Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Long Branch Middle School Class of 2020 graduation ceremony.
It is my honor and a pleasure to announce the Long Branch Middle School Class of 2020 valedictorian, Malika Feratovic.
Good morning and welcome to the virtual graduation ceremony for the Long Branch Middle School Class of 2020. I want to give a huge thanks to our Superintendent, Dr. Salvatore, the fellow Board of Education members, and the LBMS administration and staff, as well as all parents and guardians for creating a safe and supportive environment for us at school and at home. My name is Malika Feratovic and I am honored to be speaking on behalf of the Long Branch Middle School Class of 2020. In today's society, there have been such sudden and dramatic changes to how we live due to COVID-19. Despite these unprecedented circumstances, the Long Branch School Administration has provided students with various learning tools and has demonstrated the traditions of Green Wave Pride. From handing out computers to distributing meals amongst families in need, Long Branch has proved itself time and time again of how strong of a community we are. In addition to administration's diligence, teachers have contributed a great deal of their time to providing the power of education to today's youth, thereby giving students a possibility for a better future. Teachers have reinforced the notion of LB Strong by demonstrating excellence through their strenuous efforts. Some examples of this have been them hosting weekly Zoom meetings to ensure that they keep in touch with their students, checking in on students by writing them letters and emails, and also making videos explaining the new material each and every week. Your support, determination, and conscientious efforts are admired throughout the Long Branch community. With that being said, I'm very proud of what this class has accomplished. In 6th grade, we tried our best to navigate our classes, figure out how to use our lockers, and even find new friends. Fast forward to now, we are facing a pandemic. This class's capacity to deal with pain, discomfort, and challenges are extraordinary. Your strength and resilience are unparalleled, and I'm here to tell you that you did it. After the many uncertainties, conflicted emotions, and other beasts that you had to conquer along the way, you graduate from middle school. Now, as we embark on a new journey called high school, I'd like to share with you a little story. A daughter once complained to her father that her life was miserable and that she didn't know how she was going to make it. She was tired of fighting and struggling all the time. It seemed just as one problem was solved, another one soon followed. Her father, a chef, took her to the kitchen. He filled 3 pots with water and placed each on a high fire. Once the 3 pots began to boil, he placed potatoes in one pot, eggs in the second pot, and ground coffee beans in the third pot. He then let them sit and boil without saying a word to his daughter. The daughter impatiently waited, wondering what he was doing. After 20 minutes, he turned off the burners. He took the potatoes out of the pot and placed them in a bowl. He pulled the eggs out and placed them in a bowl. He then ladled the coffee out and placed it in a cup. Turning to her, he asked, "Daughter, what do you see?" "Potatoes, eggs, and coffee," she hastily replied. "Look closer," he said, and touched the potatoes. She did and noted that they were soft. He then asked her to take an egg and break it. After pulling off the shell, she observed the hard-boiled egg. Finally, he asked her to sip the coffee. Its rich aroma brought a smile to her face. "Father, what does this mean?" she asked. He then explained that the potatoes, the eggs, and the beans had each faced the same adversity, the boiling water. However, each one reacted differently. The potato went in strong, hard, and unrelenting, but in boiling water it became soft and weak. The egg was fragile, with the thin outer shell protecting its liquid interior until it was put in the boiling water. Then the inside of the egg became hard. However, the ground coffee beans were unique. After they were exposed to the boiling water, they changed the water and created something new. "Which one are you?" he asked his daughter. By reading this story today, I want to leave this class behind with a message. Things happen around us, things happen to us, but the only thing that truly matters is how we choose to react to it and what we make out of it. We especially know this to be true now more than ever. Life is all about learning and adapting so that we can turn any struggle or experience into a positive one. Let's remember this as we move on to high school, growing into the best versions of ourselves. Before I finish my speech, I'd like to thank my family for being there every step of the way. In particular, I want to thank my dad and mom. My dad, who has cheered me on the sidelines of a soccer match and in the stands of a track meet, has reassured me that I can do it and has guided me in the right direction. I thank you for being an astounding father. My mom, who is my #1 supporter and cares about my academics as much as I do, has helped me to the point where no words can explain and has sacrificed her happiness in return for mine and has used her infectious humor in hopes of lifting my spirits during troubling times, I'm beyond thankful to have you in my life. I'm so proud to be valedictorian of the LBMS class of 2020, and honored to be surrounded by remarkable individuals who strive for excellence. Despite the obstacles that you had to overcome, pat yourself on the back because you did it. As I end my speech, I'd like to say a quote from Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Happy is the man who avoids hardship, but how fine is the man who is afflicted and shows endurance. Thank you, and congratulations to the Long Branch Middle School class of 2020. Now, I'd like to introduce the Superintendent of Long Branch Public Schools, Dr. Michael Salvatore.
Hello, Long Branch Middle School families and friends. Welcome to the 8th grade graduation ceremony 2020. You know, 2020, it was supposed to be the year of perfect vision, the year of clarity, the year of focus. Yet none of us could foresee this global pandemic that would abruptly separate us from our ways of life, from our friends, from our routines, and from some of our family. We were disconnected. But also, nobody could foresee that in the midst of this pandemic, that a worldwide demonstration of unity would occur to make sure that the lives of Black and brown Americans are valued. See, we couldn't predict that either. And that brought us together, and hopefully will continue to strengthen our bond. To our 8th graders, to our kings and queens of the Long Branch Middle School, I have a little challenge for you on that note. And I always like to put challenges out to our rising stars. But to our 8th graders, your first challenge might be the most difficult. You're going to have to learn eventually how to go to school wearing regular clothes, not just your pajamas. No, I'm just kidding. Certainly that's not your biggest challenge, but you're going to have to figure that one out. I think your biggest challenge, and I'm putting it out there as a challenge because I know you're going to rise to that because I know how 8th graders love challenges. But I think the biggest challenge is to make sure you're going to take time to see the value that you have as a contributor to the world. You know, we're all here in this space, in this day and time for a reason. But you have to know why you're here and your purpose. And many times, 8th graders, and I know because I have 2 8th grade boys, I know 8th graders think they're going to find the value by looking in a mirror. And it may start there. But the value we have for the world, the value, our purpose for being here at this very place, at this very time, at this very moment, is about our investment in other people. And that's the challenge. It's not just to look at yourself, but to see your value through the work and investment that you put into other people. To make sure that your words spin into actions that show that not only your life is valuable, but other people's lives are valuable as well. And certainly it's a challenge. Here's why. Because we've been attempting to do this for decades, for centuries, and we haven't gotten it right. So it's really in your hands. And I know you're going to rise to that challenge. So don't gaze into the mirror for long, because you've got a lot of work to do. And it starts with the people around you. How do we do this, you may be considering? We'll just start by elevating a friend's thoughts. And not falsely, by elevating your voice, by elevating your platform, by increasing somebody else's value. And you're going to find it feels pretty good to do it. And don't worry, many adults are still trying to figure out exactly what our purpose is from day to day. But we have learned along the way that any time we've invested in somebody else's growth, it certainly was beneficial. So if you're searching for your value, don't spend too much time in the mirror. Get out there, meet people. Let's elevate the people around us. So to our 8th graders, I am super proud. I know you are seekers to find your own value, and I wish you the best in your future, and I look forward to seeing you at Long Branch High School next year. So let's give it up to the Long Branch Middle School class of 2020.
And now I would like to introduce the president of the Long Branch Board of Education, Mr. Donald Cohen.
Graduating class of 2020. On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to welcome you and salute you, the class of 2020. Your administrators, faculty, family, and friends are so proud of all that you have accomplished. We realize and recognize that it hasn't been easy over the last few months. However, your ability to persevere and adapt to this ever-changing world has made you special, and for that, You are the #1 class in Long Branch in the state of New Jersey. We honor you. I asked your principal to define this class, and he stated, I quote, "Their grit. They collectively have the ability to not let this define them, COVID-19, that their legacy, but instead use it as motivation to continue to write their legacy." Wow, class of 2020. Well, I ask you to remember this. Your attitude will determine your altitude. Success is a choice, and you must choose to be successful. So on behalf of the Board of Education, congratulations and God bless you.
Now I'd like to introduce the Mayor of Long Branch, Mr. John Pallone.
Hi, everyone, and congratulations, graduates. Today is a very exciting and special day for all of you. And although I know it's tough graduating during this pandemic, I want you to know that the city is very proud of you, and you should be very proud of yourselves. I want to give a special acknowledgement to all our families, friends, teachers, and staff that have helped you get to this point. Without your support and guidance, the students would not be here today. So once again, thank you to all of you, and thank you for all that you've done, and congratulations, graduates.
I would like to introduce the principal of the Long Branch Middle School, Mr. Frank Riley.
Good afternoon, Dr. Salvatore, members of the Board of Education, Central Office Administration, and the extended Long Branch Middle School family of students, parents, and staff that are joining us remotely today. We started this year by laying out a challenge to this 8th grade class by asking them one simple question: what is your legacy? Through discussions and classroom lessons throughout the year, you began to shape what your legacy would be as the graduating middle school class of 2020. Through hard work, you took advantage of opportunities in the classroom, on the athletic fields, and in the areas of visual and performing arts to leave your lasting mark on this building. You were well on your way to being one of the finest classes to ever graduate from these halls, and I have no doubt of the great things that you were going to accomplish leading up to today, graduation day. On March 13th, we closed out another successful week here at the middle school. Never did we think this would be the final day for us in the building this school year. I often talked with you about the importance of perspective and a positive mindset. Using those two factors instead of looking at March 13th as the end, I argue that this day was in fact just the beginning. You see, this class has been given a gift at an early age. You've been taught a lesson in life, and that is that nothing is given or guaranteed. When writing your own individual legacies, there are going to be challenges. How you respond to these challenges is what shapes you as a person and helps you craft your legacy. Our current situation has no doubt taught you the importance of being able to adapt in a moment's notice, and that grit and perseverance are perhaps the most important skills you can possess as you proceed from one chapter of your life to the other. And so, when presented the challenge of remote and distance learning, you've adapted and persevered. By completing work on your own, checking in via Zoom and Google with your teachers, and learning how to manage your time when the normal structure of a school day is no longer there, you've essentially learned what it's like to be a college student. This is something that you were 5 years away from encountering, but had the opportunity to experience this as a way to end your 8th grade year. This experience and the skills you learned during this time will have an impact on you for many years to come, whether you realize it now or not. So as I say, this was not, in fact, the end, but a new beginning. On behalf of your principals, supervisors, and the middle school staff, thank you for the hard work that you've put in this school year. And while your legacy as students at the Long Branch Middle School is now complete, your journey towards writing your own personal legacies continue. I am honored to have been but a small part of your journey and look forward to the many ways you will continue to make us proud at the high school. Thank you to the graduating class of 2020.
And now the presentation of the graduates.
Isui Acosta Ramirez. Janaya Albritton Cohen. Emily Albuquerque. Edwin Alcantara Huerta, Silviana Alexander, Giordani Alvarez, Giovanna Alves, Maria Alves Miranda, Luann Alves Suarez, Andre Amadi, David Anderson, Leilani Andrews, Michael Andrino Melendez, Christian Aquino, Miguel Araujo, Giancarlo Arce, Brianna Archibald, Christian Aravajo, Ashley Aravajo Garcia, Shaylee Arias Bautista, Jennifer Ariza, Gary Augustino, Annette Bailey, Owen Balo, Enrique Baldoino Baganini, Yasmin Barbosa de Lima, Julio Barilas, Michelle Barrera, Arturo Barreros, Kalia Battle, Leslie Bautista, Marisol Bautista Luis, Brandon Bautista Cruz, Rihanna Bahari, Yasmin Beta, Joseph Benavides, Ryan Bennett, Kalia Bernard, Juan Besa de Dios, Anthony Bacajo, Gabriela Bontempo, Bernesa Bonbon, Fernando Bonilla Murillo, Giovanna Borba, Jabdiel Borges, Zaire Boykin, David Braga da Silva, Jamie Brake, Ariella Brewer, Ariana Brissett, Pedro Brito Costa, Damani Brummel, Zaheem Brown,
Lanaya Brown, Hasir Bryant, Janai Burke, David Bastillo Martinez,
Javon Butts,
Zasir Butts, Gerardo Cabrera, Javante Camacho, Susie Camacho Aguilar, Clinton Campbell, Shayla Canyo Venegas, Joanna Conseco, Brandon Capron, Joseph Carasha, Rosa Cardona, Malena Cardosa Chavez, Benjamin Carrasco, Angela Carrasco Gomez, Damian Carrero, Nathan Carvola Cunha, Jose Casquera Hernandez, Joshua Castro, Maria Castro Oliveras, Francisco Castro Sandoval, Lorelli Cervantes Vasquez, Liz Mary Chavez, Joshua Chico Garcia, Ahmad Chowdhury, Marion Cisneros, Linelli Claudio Borges, Angelica Clemente Santiago, Daniela Colazos Vargas, Anay Contreras Ortiz, Luis Cordero, Jalen Corley, Brendan Costa, Jaden Crespo, Nicole Cruz, Layla Cruz, Miguel Cruz Lazada, Christine Cruz Medina, Baldo Cruz Rodriguez, Clara Cruz Lopez, Maria Cuentego Limon, Alan Cuevas Eslava, Jose Cuevas Vivas, Christian Cunalada, Peter da Cruz, Fatima Damian, Abraham Daniel, Jasmine Daniels, Tyler Davila, Ashley de Almeida Vital, Maria Cecilia de Assis Alves, Nicholas de Camargos,
Elvis de Castro Leonel, Felipe de Moraes, Vitor de Oliveira, Enma de Paz, Rayara del Poco, Ariel Delgado, Lucas Delgado, Sunny De Lucia, Jasmine Demko, Vinicius Diaz de Oliveira, Weisla Diaz Noveas, Andres Diaz Franco, Lydia Diaz Martinez, Amy Diaz Quenulef, Michaela Dina Puli, Omar Dolores Lopez, Celine Dominguez Villa, Tafari Donaldson, Morani Dorsey, Joao Dos Santos, Yasmin Dos Santos, Philip Dotz, Jovan Duffy, Christian Duran Gonzalez, Ariana Durand, Julio Elve, Suzanne Estrada Sanchez, Kevin Faria, Malka Veratovic, Andre Ferreira de Jesus Filo, Gisele Ferrer, Chris Flores Luis, Fernando Flores Martinez, Leslie Franco Ortega, Christopher Freer, Gabriel Fritas Cunha, Kennedy Friend, Rodrigo Fuentes Oces, Natalie Galicia Herrera, Aileen Galindo, Omar Galis Rodas, Emily Galvo, Brandon Gandaria, Geronimo Gandaria, Carlos Garcia, Wesley Garcia, Mitzi Garcia, Jorge Garcia Flores, Christopher Garcia Lopez, Orlando Garcia Caballero, Daniela Garcia Garcia, Johnny Garcia Gatan, Angie Garcia Lopez, Brian Garcia Lopez,
Clara Garrido, Damaris Garrido Conti, Nadia Gartrell, Jefferson Giron Mendoza, Bailey Gizzy, Vinaya Glover, Qua Gomes Caldeda, Yulissa Gomez Tiempos, Marcelino Gonzalez, Tyler Gonzalez, Andrew Gonzalez Perez, Michelle Gonzalez Rojas, Jayla Graham, Davi Grigolotto, Alexander Guerrero, Jennifer Guevara, Renata Guevara Sanchez, Andrew Guzman, Alex Guzman, Elvis Guzman Francisco, Jayla Hale Owens, Olivia Haney, Zy Quinton Harmon, Josiah Hawkins, Brandon Hernandez, Jose Hernandez Menjivar, Luis Hernandez Batista, Anthony Hernandez Garcia, Delia Hernandez Gonzalez, Angel Hernandez Ramirez, Brian Herrera, Daniela Herrera, Kiera Hicks, Freddie Hilario Ponce, Shayla Hokut, Angie Huezo Melgar, Osmar Hulodal Mendez, Khalik Ingram, Marvin Iraheda Molina, Sky Iron Shooter Vega, Legiana Jean-Claude, Kiera Johnson, Jordan Johnson, Hakeem Joseph, Elkin Juarez Lopez, Jordan Giuliano, Angelina Kissy, Alasdair Lamas, Naima Lambert,
Zachary Lane,
Kyrie Laws, Bruno Lazo Luna, Maite Lazo Perez, Janice Lechuga, Jules Lee,
Sophia Lima Furtado, Daisy Lopez, Angel Lopez, Brian Lopez Pineda, Christian Lopez Ramirez, Javier Lopez Torres, Genesis Lopez Flores, Edgar Lopez Garcia, Alexis Lopez Lopez, Oscar Lopez Pineda, Alexander Lopez Ramirez, Andy Lozano Esparza, Israel Lucero, Nicole Marquez, David Marroquin, Jesus Martinez, Giovanni Martinez Flores, Jorge Martinez Guzman, Amy Martinez Sanchez, Brianna Martins, Brendo Maximo, Stephen Maxwell, Sade McLaren, Olivia McCusker, Angel Medina Perez, Myjon Meekins, Grace Melhorn Marshall, Gabriela Mejia Ramon, Carla Melo, Eric Mendez, Catherine Mendez Martinez, Angel Mendoza, Nina Menino, Maritza Mercado, Maxwell Myers, Mazerat Meza Animas, Ziona Miller, Nicholas Miller, Yasmin Montano Reyes, Brian Morais, Jose Morales, Brian Moratai,
Messiah Moreno Damon,
Maya Moses, Rayanne Mora Oliveira, Roberto Munguia, Shirley Munoz Lopez, Vincent Michillo, Bianca Navarrete Bautista, Christian Nieto, Dulce Oliva, Kenny Oliva, Felipe Oliveira, Wesley Oliveira Silva, Romulo Oliveira Silva, Damian Arango,
Isabel Arango, Ariana Ortiz, Ashley Ortiz Santos, Donovan Osborne, Jose Padilla Matos, Mariah Pagan, Ashley Palacios Alonso, Charles Patterson, Lisbeth Peña Garcia, Sylvia Panate Galdamez, Arthur Pereira, Christian Pereira, Ciara Perez, Yaritza Perez, Brian Perez, Lindsay Perez Garcia, Fernando Perez Lopez, Gadiel Perez Castro, Alondra Perez Gonzalez, Alberto Perez Margarito, Edgar Perez Perez, Rafaela Pessoa, Larissa Pessoa, Kyrie Phillips, Victoria Piedrahita, Michael Victor Poniros, Mia Popo, Vladimir Portillo Resileo, Edwin Portillo Hernandez, Axel Prudencio, Jennifer Quintanilla Rivas, Perla Rabada Mozo, Lexi Ramirez, Daniel Ramirez, Juliana Ramirez Gonzalez, Alvaro Ramirez Mendez, Juan Ramirez Pineda, Mariela Ramirez Grande, Belinda Ramirez Montes, Samantha Ramirez Posadas, Amanda Ramos, Yugashri Ramsahani, Emily Raymond, Ernest Reevy, Marco Reyes, Genesis Reyes Vasquez, Jennifer Reyes Oriol, Gabriela Ribeiro, Richard Rivera, Lizelle Rivera Mungia, Leah Rivera Brents, Kanila Robinson, Davi Rodriguez. Ava Rodriguez. Marquise Rodriguez.
Evan Rodriguez. Michael Rodriguez. Jaden Rodriguez. Marquise Rodriguez. Jonathan Rodriguez. Fredson Rodriguez Segovia. Cameron Rogg. Luis Rojas. Pedro Pablo Rojas Velasco. Andrea Rojas López. Gabriel Rosa dos Santos. Germandy Rosado. Haley Rosario. Katia Rosas Monsecahuatal. Adam Ross. Michaela St. Germain. Kevin Salazar Gomez. Linda Sanchez. Matias Sanchez. René Sanchez. Aviana Sanchez. Luis Sánchez López. Rebeca Sánchez Ruiz. Jessica Sánchez Santiago. Akira Sanders. Tiana Sanders. Julio Santiago. Jerónimo Santiago García. Rafael Santiago González. Kyle Santos. Jorge Santos Reyes. Jonathan Sarmiento Gaspar. Shania Scott. Jahira Scott. Nicholas Seaman. Evelyn Serrano Lopez. Summer Sesti. Igor Silva. Jennifer Silva. Maria Silva. Giovanna Silva. Víctor Silva Camargos. Sara Silva Luz. Tariq Simpson, Kaiki Siqueira Rodriguez, Julia Sonali Pereira, David Sosa de Jesus, Kali Spearman Young, Aiden Starks, William Stevens, Genevieve Stevens, Isis Suarez, Davy Swasa, Allison Tadlow, Celia Tavares Faria,
Adriana Taylor, Mateus Teixeira, João Teles Fonseca Porto,
Xavion Terry,
Omides Teneo Santana, Adriano Toledo Caban, Gianna Torres, Tiffany Torres, Samuel Torres Nasher, Ethan Torres Mayorada, Desideri Trujillo Estacio, William Urelella Lane Fiesta, Andrea Valdivia Gutierrez, Milton Valentin, Lindsay Val, Nicholas Valverde Flores, Ana Martha Vargas, Irving Vargas Morales, Rahuel Vasquez, Gerardo Vasquez Catanterero, Damaris Vasquez Mosa, Mary Carmen Vasquez Martinez, Alexander Vasquez, Yaniel Vasquez Correa, Christopher Velasquez Paral, Christopher Veliz Lima, Gabriel Veloso, Jose Venegas Rojas, Silvia Ventura Diaz, Wyatt Vicente, Aaliyah Vincent, Anderson Vuriel,
Sean Vivian,
Talia Walker, Josiah Wallace, Leara Wars, Austin Watley, Christina White, Keith Whitley, Kanye Williams, Jesse Williams, Jakai Willis, Aiden Woods, Mayana Wright, Isaiah Young, Dongyu Zhu, Congratulations to the Long Branch Middle School class of 2020.